So we thought we were not going to get any crypto Super Bowl ads, but we actually did because we got a digital collectible / NFT, which I think is a cryptocurrency. That's just my opinion. But DigiDaigaku, and apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly, Super Bowl ad baffles viewers, but the free NFTs are still selling for approximately $700. And I do believe we have a commercial from that we can air from the Super Bowl. Oh my, scan now. Anyways, I don't scan stuff at all. Like, I didn't have my burner phone with me and I didn't want to scan it because you never can tell. But anyways, as you guys saw, that it featured a QR code to scan to mint one of 10,000 free dragon eggs, which are part of the game's Ethereum NFT project. And it's a Web3 gaming startup, Limit Break, and they paid $6.5 million for the ad. And some of the viewers say the QR code took them to the Twitter instead of the mint, which I believe it wasn't even the company. It was somebody that was affiliated with the project. But I think I saw Christy's hand up if you want to go ahead and tackle this one.
It's funny. It wasn't even so much a hand up as I was like, agreeing with you.
Oh, okay, good.
Like, oh my gosh, please don't be scanning random QR codes that show up on a TV or on Twitter because people repost it, because you don't know where that's going. You don't know what that's going to do to your device. That is a horrible, horrible thing to do. And as evidenced by this, okay, I just want to point out that on Sunday, George Kalidis wrote an article about how happy he was there wasn't going to be any crypto ads. And it's going to be excerpted for the Node today newsletter. And you should all read it, because part of it is about crypto hubris and executives and how these companies are buying these crypto ads, and they are actually doing it more for their own ego probably than for anything else. Like, look what we got, look where we are. And then it goes to this. I mean, if you look at some of the Twitter after the fact, people are calling it a rug pull. People are calling it all kinds of nasty things. Some people managed to actually get the NFTs, but a lot of people didn't, and they're feeling scammed. And what a horrible look for crypto. Again, like, that is part of the reason that George was very happy not to have any crypto ads, was because in the long run, it hasn't actually been good for crypto and good for actual, people, projects that are valid. So anyway, you should read the article because it's brilliant. But Will, I also saw your hand go up.
Yeah, let's go back to that number, $6.5 million. And I don't think they paid $6.5 million for that advertisement. They did pay $6.5 million for that ad space, though, because that was a terrible, terrible commercial. Looked like I was watching Saturday morning cartoons, and they just threw that up there, the QR code. I was actually like taken back a little bit. There was another commercial that made it seem like you were going into a different app on your TV, and it caught a lot of people off guard. They thought, like, oh, am I still watching the Super Bowl? And that's kind of how this commercial was to me. I saw it, I was like, what's going on here? Like, am I still watching the Super Bowl, or did someone sit on the remote? That's how I sort of took the whole situation. And it was like pretty cringy just all around, like even going to the tech, right? Like, click into this QR code, you go to the Twitter account, the CEO who's running this NFT thing. And then from there, you can go onto OpenSea and purchase this weird NFT, this digital collectible. So it was basically on par. Like, last year we had like FTX and Coinbase, these big flashy commercials. And this year, when crypto's down in the dumps, we have an equally bad commercial. So I think it was very on brand for this year. Zach, to you.
I mean, yeah. Remember when there was so much money spent on Super Bowl commercials last year? Remember when there was money in the industry to waste and spend lavishly on such advertising spots? I mean, that was so crazy. Wow, that was so distant, nice. That 1 year ago, and here we are. And this is the best that the crypto industry could muster, is this NFT drop. Hey, man, I mean, for the folks who were able to flip it, congrats to them. They get the crypto hustle. They say, okay, everyone's talking about this thing. Maybe there's some people who will be exit liquidity for me if I claim this and list it soon enough with the expectation that this is going to grow in value. Congrats to them. They played the game well. But yeah, I was just struck by the night and day difference between this year's Super Bowl and crypto's presence and last year's Super Bowl and crypto's presence, which was rather staggering in retrospect. But Wendy, I'm going to toss it to you.
Really quick, I do want to add that it was a free mint. So people didn't actually have to pay anything besides, I believe, the gas fees. And I just think that like people watching the Super Bowl were kind of confused as to what the heck was going on. But it was kind of, I mean, it was a free mint, so that was good. But I think that their marketing budget could have been spent better elsewhere because it just seemed very egotistical. It was just a really weird thing that occurred. But shout out to anybody who got in on the free mint, made a little bit of money. And you guys, please don't use your cell phones for doing things like this. That's very scary, and you shouldn't be keeping MetaMask on your cell phone anyways, unless it's a burner phone. But that's just my little OPSEC thing.